Hello and welcome to yet another YouTube video here on this channel. In today's video, we are actually doing a tier list of to-do list applications, and I have chosen to include daily planner applications inside of here as well, because I think that daily planner applications or uh, to-do list applications are going more towards daily planner apps. Some of these already have some sort of like calendar functionality, like Todoist has it, ticktick has it, Microsoft To Do sort of has it if you include Microsoft Calendar with it, because on the desktop you can actually do calendar blocking. So a lot of these applications are adding daily planner functionalities. I considered including Morgan, but I think Morgan is more of a calendar application that also can function as a daily planner, but it is really hard because then I could include something like Amy as well, which has some of the same functionality. But I've chosen to go for this because I think these are to do either to-do list or pure daily planner apps. So let's actually start off with things three. And one more thing I just wanted to add. The reason why Motion is not included in here, even though it is a daily planner, is because I haven't used Motion for an extensive period of time. I haven't even reviewed it properly, so um, I chose not to include applications I have no experience with. But let's start off with Things 3. As I said, I love this application. I have it on my Mac, I have it on my iPhone. I haven't used it for a while now. I used it a couple of months just to try it out, play around with it, and I think that it is a really good application. I think it has a lot of cool features. It has a lot of features that I really like. I like the areas, I like the projects, I like the idea of all of that. It has great quick capture functionality. It looks really beautiful as well. That is also something I personally enjoy. When it comes to the pricing, this is a one-time payment both on the Mac and the iPhone. And I think it is definitely worth the price. And I honestly prefer one-time payments over subscriptions because I, just like many others, are starting to get tired I am starting to get tired of subscriptions and having so many of them. The only like drawback for this, which makes it an A tier for me this time, is simply the fact that it is not available on Android devices or on Windows devices, not even a stripped down version. And even though that is not the goal of this application, I am still think that S tier should go to applications that actually cover all devices, not only Apple devices. And next up on the list, we are doing Microsoft To Do, and Microsoft To Do is sort of, I would call it an okay application. I think it gets more hate than it deserves. It is not down here, it is not terrible, but it is not the best to-do list application compared to many of the other ones here. I like the fact that you can do calendar blocking with this if you use it with Outlook Calendar, which you in many cases will do if you are using Microsoft To Do. I don't see a use case for this if you're not on the if you're not uh, on the 365 or in the 365 ecosystem. Sorry, that took me a while to say. But if you're not in the 365 ecosystem, this I don't see a use case for this, but if you are in the 365 ecosystem, I think it is quite good, and I think it deserves something like a C tier. I am. I think it gets way too much hate for what it is. I think people choose not to use this, even if they are in the 365 ecosystem, and I understand why, but I still think that it is quite good. It is not at the level of many of the other ones, but I still think that it is quite good. Let's now do a super list. This is created by the same people that actually created the origin of this Microsoft To Do. So um, the team at Superlist actually created Wunderlist, which actually became then Microsoft To Do. So this is a Superlist, and I have tried it out a little bit. I think this is extremely good if you are working in a team, because I think that's what they are working towards, becoming like a to-do list manager for small teams. It has basic good like note-taking functionality if you have to jot down a lot of notes with your different to-dos. I think this is really good. I still think that it lacks a bit to be at the level of things like Todoist, things like Things Tree even, or ticktick, or even Actions by Moleskine. I think a lot of these other applications have something else to them. I also don't like the fact that they don't offer a calendar view, even though I know that it is still at an early stage, so that might be coming in the future. But as of right now, it does not have it, which sets it a little further back from some of the other applications. I still am a big believer of this. I think this can become a really good like productivity to-do list application, especially again for smaller teams. I also really like the pricing plans for this. They have an extensive free plan like many of the other to-do list applications, so I am going to put this in B tier. Next up, we have Todoist, and Todoist has done some great things this year. We have Kanban boards now for weekly planning, for example. We also have things like a calendar view, which is amazing. I really like a good calendar view. They also have deadlines now, which is something that Things 3 have. So Todoist also now has deadlines, which is where you can actually you can say that a thing is due like the 10th of December, but I want to do it the 8th of December. So the due date will be the end of the 8th of December, while the end date or the deadline will be the 10th of December. So that is a feature I really like, and I think Todoist has added some of the or implemented some of the features that have made it fall a little bit behind the last couple of years. So this is definitely an S tier. It has been around for a while. They keep developing it in the right direction, and I think most of the things they do at Todoist are great, and this definitely is an S tier application. Next up, we have another one that might be an S tier application. This is ticktick, and ticktick offers a lot of the same things, but it also offers things like an Eisenhower metrics, which is great if you struggle with prioritization. It is quite cheap, but so is Todoist. But I really like ticktick. I have used this a lot. Actually, a year ago from now, I use this a lot. It has calendar functionality. It actually has a lot of things. It also has a built-in Pomodoro timer. So this is a feature-packed application without it being like without all of the features making the application slow and unusable. So I think this is also one of the best ones on the list, and I am definitely giving it an S tier. I think Todoist and Todoist and ticktick are ways above all of the other applications, at least right now. Then we have Actions by Moleskine. This is a part of the Moleskine suite, which I've also played around with a little bit. I think this is quite good if you buy the Moleskine suite, which gives you three different applications. So it gives you this and Time Page, which basically is a calendar application, and I think it is Moleskine Flow that is a part of it. Moleskine actually has two note-taking apps, but I think I'm pretty sure that it is Moleskine Flow that is a part of it, and I think the whole like uh, the whole suite of applications are definitely worth the price that Moleskine offers it for. I think it is great to have all of them. I like how beautifully all of them are designed, because that is what you are paying for with this. You may lose some basic to-do list functionality, because the to-do lists inside of this are actually quite basic, but you get a really beautiful application that I think I think a lot of people are quite happy with in the productivity and PKM space. A lot of us actually spend a lot of time customizing and finding a to-do list application with a lot of features. I think that a lot of people who don't have productivity as their hobby just want a place to write things down, and I think Moleskine actions is great for that, but I still think that it is a D tier application right now. I don't think it is at the level of something like Microsoft To Do, even though Microsoft To Do is far behind something like Todoist, for example. Um, so I think this still has ways to go when compared to the other applications. Where this wins is that it offers something different for a person that finds Todoist, ticktick, Things3, and many of the other applications here find them way too much and too complicated. Next up, we have To Do. It is Teux Deux, actually, spelled in French, at least the two part. Uh, but this is also like a really simple to-do list application. It isn't much to it. I have played around with it a couple of times, not actually as much this year, but the point of this is that it is supposed to be a really simple to-do list application, which is what a lot of people need, but it puts it behind many of the other choices. I actually like it a little bit better than Moleskine Action, so I am going to put it at C tier. Actually, really want to put it like in the middle between D and C, but I can't do that, so I will have to give it a C tier because I think it is a little bit better than something like actions. And it has been around for a while now. It gives you everything you need from a to-do list application without actually having all of the bells and whistles you could dream of. Next up, we are going into a couple of daily planners. We actually have four daily planners and one to-do list application uh, remaining, and I am going to start off with structured, and I am biased towards this because this is the one I am using. I paid for the lifetime plan, but even the monthly plan is actually quite good. What I love about this is the implementation of AI, so I can use AI to either talk out my tasks and it will do the daily planning for me, or I can actually use AI to plan out my day by hand, and then I can actually take a picture of that and use the AI to then give me a plan based on the things I have written. So I really like that. One thing it lacks is the inbox feature. It has an inbox where I can put tasks in, but I find myself writing my tasks into Craft instead because that is just easier. It has great like daily planner functionality, and I love that, but it lacks a bit in the feature department, especially on the inbox side of things. So the task management side of things, it is a great daily planner, not the best task manager. That is what I dislike about it, and I am going to put this in B tier. They have an Android application which isn't too good. I have tested it out on my Android phone. Not the best. It feels much better on the iOS devices. So it has a lot of things to do, but it is also in a really early stage. So this is another application I am a really big believer of, to the point where I actually have the lifetime plan of this, but I think I've paid for most of the applications that are on this list. Let's take the last like to-do list application out of here. I was considering not including Tools because it feels much more like an all-in-one application, but I have mainly been using it for either a to-do list application or a bullet journal, and I think it does a great job at that. There are still a few things. You can find a few bugs from time to time in this application. I haven't experienced them a lot myself, but I've seen things on X and different social medias and even in my YouTube comment section. So a lot of people say that they experience some bugs with this. I haven't personally, but it is a really good choice, especially with the addition of Two's Pals, which now allows you to have lists that does things for you, which is a neat little feature. I love the implementation of AI. I also think that I think it is better than structured. Maybe not better than Wunderlist, and maybe not fully at the level of things, but maybe in between here. But I am going to give it an A tier. I would say that it is like here, maybe, probably, but I am going to give it an A tier. Another one of the applications I am really excited about. I think the team does an amazing job with this application. I think that they are developing it quite fast, always adding new cool features, fixing all of the bugs, and they are always available if you have an issue. They will help you with it. So, I am going to give it an A tier. Now we have the three daily planner applications left. Let's start off with Routine. So Routine is a daily planner, but I think it is going towards becoming more of an all-in-one application. But as of right now, it is a daily planner, and I think that it is a good one. I like the quick capture functionality. I like how beautiful the application looks. I like the pages. I like a lot of the things that actually are in here. I like the daily planner functionality as well, together with the tasks. Where I think the issue with this is that it is hard to know what this actually wants to be, because they have added a lot of like note-taking stuff inside of here, which might be good if you're looking for an all-in-one application, but if you're just looking for a daily planner, you would probably want the application to focus on that. But I will say that it has great daily planner functionality. It is beautiful, like Things 3 beautiful. That is how I would compare Routine when it comes to how beautifully the app is designed. And I am going to put this, actually, let's go back. I am going to put this in A tier because I think it deserves that. Then we have the last two. This is Sunsama. Sunsama offers daily planning with a bit of hand holding, so it helps you plan out your days, which is a feature I need because I tend to put a lot of things on my to-do list, and then I can't actually finish everything, and it becomes this spiral of me not actually being able to accomplish things I want, getting sad, unmotivated, and ending up not doing anything. That is an issue I've had with daily planning and to-do list management, but I think that Sunsama actually helps you with that. I think both like Sunsama and Akiflow, and in general the daily planner space without structured are actually quite expensive. But on the other hand, you are getting a lot for what you pay for. So I am putting this on S tier. I think this is an amazing application, and what both Akiflow and Susama offers are actually a way to consolidate tasks, which is great for a lot of us that have tasks coming in from everywhere. And with that, we are jumping into Akiflow, which is a lot of the same things. One thing I wish both Sunsama and Akiflow could do better is more, and that actually many of these applications could do that, but I'm going to focus on Akiflow and Sunsama now because I think that they could benefit the most from this. Is AI functionality, more and better AI, but I've seen that they are working on something, at least Akiflow is. And when it comes to Akiflow, it offers a lot of the same things as Sunsama. It is a great tool. I really like it. I think it is at the same level of something like Sunsama. It offers a lot of the same hand-holding, but not in the same way. I like the hand-holding in Sunsama better, but I like the way Akivlo looks a little bit better. So I am going to put this in S tier as well. I think this is an S tier application. I think it is that good. I think Sunsama and Akiflow are ways ahead of the other daily planners. They maybe not be at the level of something like Todoist and ticktick, or They may be. I'm not quite sure because it is hard to compare different applications or different type of applications. But I think that Sunsama and Akiflow are ways ahead of both structured and routine. In general, I think this is quite a good tier list. If you have any comments, any questions, leave them down below. I will try to get to them as soon as I can. Thank you so much for watching today's video.